Oh, I thought I was done for the day. Nope, not so much. So where I left off on Jeremy's live earlier, I hope you all saw that. If you didn't see the earlier feed tonight, I went on Bully Run Coffee with Jeremy and Cindy, and I decided to come back down into the studio. And you know that they just left, that you know that they actually just left the house. I decided to come downstairs. I told you I was going to continue to make the bezels for the gemstones. This is star garnet, and I came down and I did the crown bezel already on that one. And then I decided to make the bezel for the blue apatite stone, so there's that. Hi, Mandy, welcome in, honey. I hope you saw earlier, but I was on Bully Run, and excuse my dirty, dirty hands, but it is the life of an artist. And I came down and I already made this bezel. So check out what I accomplished in the time that they left. I said I would save this for tomorrow. I'm not saving it for tomorrow. I am in the mood to create. And I have to tell you, Cindy said to me, she said, you know, Jason, I've seen you emotional over the last year, but I've never seen you like this happy and restored. And she's exactly correct. The studio gets me into a space that I can't explain it. I can't explain I can't explain it. I don't think I need to explain it. So thank you for tuning in. So I'll probably stay on for maybe about an hour. But in the meantime, after they left, I was going to eat something and I didn't. I came right back in and I made the bezel for the blue apatite. I made the crown bezel for the star garnet. And I made the bezel for the banded citrine or banded agate. And then earlier you saw Cindy and I complete this crown one for her amethyst cabochon. So Cindy picked out all these stones, and this was our first bezel that we made. And thank you so much for understanding that I wasn't going to do another live because I was like, you know, I've already been intrusive enough into my sacred space, but I decided to bring you back into the studio, and I hope you enjoy this. Please continue to hit the thumbs up and let me know, where are you all watching from? What state are you watching from? And engage me in the chat really quick because I do need your help to encourage me to continue tonight. So thanks again so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know it's a lot to ask. 22 people already here. And let me go over to YouTube and pick up my live feed. And thanks again for tuning in. Terry Cover, thank you for the super chat. And someone did text me and they said, could you please hop back on because we would like to give you a super chat. And I said, all right, I'll hop back on. So Terry Cover, thank you so much for adding to the monthly fund. It really does help me to continue to make the channel free to all of you out there in YouTube land and not ask for memberships. I just really appreciate it. Let me clean up some of my files over here. And do you guys want to see one of my biggest treasures from the thrift store? I think it was yesterday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. So can you all let me know as I clean up my files over here? Can you let me know where are you watching from? Okay, so we got Texas, we've got Ohio. Come on, put it in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. You're going to want to stay tuned because I usually do not bring you into the studio. It's a very sacred space for me, and I usually don't like the camera or electric things by my work. I just don't. It's just me. But I decided to bring you in. A restoration I'll be working on very, very soon. So I opened up this bezel because, unfortunately, this piece of wire is missing. I started to create the wire twist for it. So I'm getting very close in scale and size to the original. It may not be exact, but I'm getting very close. And then what I'll do is I'll hammer this down. So I'll flatten that wire out that I soldered together, and then I'll make that scroll and complete this. A lot of people would just melt this down. A lot of people would just completely melt this down and say, I'm not going to fix that. If you guys see any trolls in the chat, just let me know. But do you see what I want to do? I want to complete that scroll and then put the raindrop over here. And then I have to fix where someone adjusted this 1,200 times and broke four of the bands are now broken. And I fix this differently than other people. I fix this differently just because I do things different, not right or wrong. I just do it differently. So I got in here and I opened this bezel up, and I'll get this stone out of here eventually. So I'll get that turquoise out of there eventually. And then I'll show you how I do this. Oh, Mandy, thank you so much for the super chat, sweetheart. Thank you so much for letting us in your space. What a true privilege, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. So what I would say is this. I would say that if you haven't seen the earlier feed, this is what we worked on Bully Run tonight with Cindy. It took us 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes to do this bezel and then to do this bezel. And then after they left, it took me 15 minutes to do this bezel, and this bezel. So I did 3 bezels and soldered them together. I just need to get the back plates on them. So soldered the seam there. That's the blue apatite. Bezel's a little bit big, but it'll be fine. It'll work. We'll rock that over and you'll never notice that it's big. I did this one very quickly. I do need to sand this down. So this was about 15 minutes, and it took me 15 minutes for this, and this. Because they just left, and someone said, well, you must have had those done already. No, I didn't. And I'm going to solder this down now. So we're going to go over to the soldering pad. Enough chit chat. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go over to the solder pad, and I'll show you how to solder this crown bezel down to the flat sheet here. This one is now done, and Cindy said she doesn't want the raindrops on it, but we wanted to file and sand this down so it's more equal. Tess, thank you so much. Can you all please hit the thumbs up and the heart on that? And please hit the heart and thumbs up on Velvet Vault. And again, oh, Lori J, you made it back. Hi, buddy. And Terry Cover, can you all scroll up and hit that thumbs up on Terry Cover's super chat? We call them Chupa Chups here. I only do things for Chupa Chups. I don't do things. If you don't bait me with money, I'm leaving. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, because it really does help the channel survive and keep the channel free and clear so I don't have to require memberships. So I appreciate the super chats when you're able to. Not necessary, but thank you. Oh, Gus, how's it going, buddy? Hi, Gus. Can everyone welcome Gus into the chat? I'm doing really well today, Gus. It is an emotional day. But I'm doing really, really well. Thank you for asking. How's everyone doing out there? Hi, Rebecca Peters. Welcome in. And please don't, if I never say your name or I miss you in the chat, please don't think I'm leaving you out. I'm going to sand this one down. The bezel is a little bit tall on the carnelian, so I'm going to sand this one down real quick, if that's okay with all of you. Pistachio, thank you for coming back. I know it's a lot to ask to have 2 doses of Jason in one day. So it looks like 43 people are here. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Oh, Gus, I'm glad you're doing well. Good, good, good. I'm just going to sand this down on wet dry sandpaper. I'm using 400 grit wet dry sandpaper, and the way I do it on a flat surface. That didn't sound right. I can do it on a soft surface too. Didn't sound good. But I just go like this. You put your finger over it, and you got to go flat on the flat surface. Hi, Jan McComber. Welcome in. Joshy boy, thanks for coming back, buddy. I'm going to be working on your ring pretty soon, my friend. Joshy boy's getting a free Jason ring because he has put up with a lot of drama and garbage with me. Joshy boy, thank you for sticking with me. And Joshy, look what I moved downstairs the other day as inspiration. Hold on, Joshy, you won't believe this. Joshy, look what I moved downstairs. Joshy boy, does this look familiar? Joshy boy, does this look familiar, my friend? So Joshy boy gave me these parts and components, and look at the groom. I want to make a ring out of the groom. Look at how cool. Joshy boy sent me parts and components and fantastic treasures. So that's why I owe Joshy boy a ring. He gifted me friend mail that's just epic. A lot of you have, but Joshy boy has really earned his ring. Joshy, thank you so much. That's going to go a long way. That's really going to go a long way. Can I show you all something I found at the thrift store? Can I see, if I get, let's see here, if I get to 42 thumbs up, so please continue to double tap that screen or hit the thumbs up or call a friend and tell them to come on over. I need to get to 42 thumbs up. And I wish there was like 200 people here, but I know it's a lot to ask to come spend time with me in the studio, because it's not for everyone. I understand, I get it, but there's some people I don't want here. There's some people I don't want in my studio with me. There is, it's true. All right, so I sanded that down, and look how, well, hold on. I sanded this down, and look how much better that stone will fit in there. But I got to continue to sand that down. Oh, you want to see the thrift? Okay. Oh yeah, the groom ring. Steven, look, I'm going to turn that into a ring, and then people will be like, what is he thinking? Well, I'm not thinking, I'm having fun. And I don't need your judgment. That's the last thing I need at 52. Here, look. I'm going to make a bezel for him and I'm going to set him as a ring and he's going to stand up on my hand. Yeah, he's going to be at attention. But look, it's going to be a ring. And I could lay him down for, never mind, I was going to say easier access, but look at that. I could lay him down. I could bezel set him. Look how charming he is. A little bland, a little ordinary. Not my Jeremy, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So let's put him over there. I don't know. That might happen. You never know. It could, it might not. Who knows? But all right. So yeah, if you lay him down, never mind. It was a bad joke. So let's continue to file this down. Sherry, meet Joshy. Joshy, meet Sherry. You guys have to love each other because if you don't, I'll have to read you guys the riot act. Oh, hi, Bronson Smith. Welcome in. Stephen, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Is that Stephen or Stephanie? Stephen. Stephen. But a crown bezel. Oh, yes. I could do a crown bezel on his head. Absolutely. I don't know. Why am I yelling? Cindy did tell me, she said, you know, you're the happiest in your studio. And she talked about my light just now. Cindy sees things different because Cindy is a hospice nurse. And so she sees things different than people. Oh, thank you so much. Look, good to meet you. Joshy, hi, Bronson Smith. Can you all welcome Bronson in? And anyone new here, thanks for tuning in. We're going to make some bezels, and I'm going to solder some things together. If you missed the first portion of this, go over to Bully Run Coffee, because it took us 2 hours to make 2 bezels, and it took me 15 minutes to make 3. So I think that's... Oh, Cindy had so much fun, though, you guys. She had so much fun. Can I show you a secret, too? I'm going to show you a secret. Look at how cool this is. So I'm sanding this down and making this more shallow, is what I'm saying. And then look. So, oh, it sneaks right in there. Yes, Carnelian. Yes, Bezel. Thank you, Jason. All right, so we got that one pretty good. I might have to go a little bit lower on that. Yeah, I'm going to have to knock that down a little bit lower. This one's epic. That one fit in there perfect. This one's done. We're going to solder this one down now. Let's go over to the solder pad. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you so much. DJ Watts. I don't know who you are. Are you a boy or a girl? You love my videos. You are a treasure. Well, you might be drunk and incoherent. Oh, DJ Watts, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate you. I'm not for everyone. I never claimed to be. Someone said the other day, they said, you know what we love about you? You're not perfect. This is my thrift store find. Are you ready to see what do you think I paid for this? This is going to be in a YouTube short very soon. This is Navajo. It's very, very old. This was at the Village Discount Outlet, and it was orange. So it was half price, but I shouldn't have told you that yet. What do you think of this Navajo ring? How old is this, and what do you think I paid for it? Did I just tell you how old it is and then grill you? It's from the late 20s. It could be earlier, okay? So it could be earlier. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely gorgeous for Navajo. It's very old. 20s, 30s, maybe older. Okay, so you ready? So it was $50, and I said at $50, I'm 100% in, because I'd get 125 to 165 based on age and construction. It is a fabulous stone, and the mounting is all completely hand-wrought Navajo. 3 shanks there, and the raindrops up the side. $50, but guess what? It was my lucky day. I'd been there for 2 weeks. April 25th, 2026. Yes, I am the real bitch when I tell you what's up. It was 50% off, $50. It was $25. It cost me $26.69. So there you go. And it was Cog Falls. I don't care. I'll show you where I shop. Because everyone said, well, you don't show us where you shop. All you got to do is pay attention in my videos, and I'll take you along. $26.69, and I would easily make $100 over that. So it is epic and fantastic. And on the finger, check that out. It is a stunning stone and even a better mounting. Only 54 people, that is perfectly fine. We are going to have a field day. Let's go over to the solder pad and let's check out what we got over here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So we're gonna, so this is the star garnet, and it is a star garnet. There is a star in there. It's a cabochon that Cindy Wilson picked out. It only goes in the crown one way. The cabochon is rough cut, and I told her I can set that. Someone said, oh, that's gonna be tough to set. I said, not with a master. Nope. So I'm a bezel master. I got this. So we're gonna solder that down to that flat sheet. Cindy wanted another crown bezel, and I said, okay, we'll do a commercial crown bezel, even though it's kind of against my better judgment. because I'm not into commercial stuff, you know. I'm just not. It's not the way I do things. Let me set up my solder pad, and I'm gonna bring you over and show you how I solder. So let me cover you up so you don't get motion sickness, and let me drop you off on my desk over here. Oh, my phone's getting hot. Oh, my phone is getting hot over here. I need to plug in my phone. Let's see here. I don't know if my phone's gonna plug in. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. No, it's not. Darn it. Let's see here. Someone said I bought a 12-gram nugget ring off something, Facebook, for $6.50 this week. Love the Navajo. Thank you so much. Thank you for pressing the thumbs up. Wow, we dropped off in people. They said, I'm out of here. Guess what? That's perfectly fine because we're going to solder and you're going to miss the fun. It's all your fault for leaving. It's not a problem. We're going to solder this together. And you know, I don't bring people into my studio. This is kind of a rare occurrence. So hopefully you watch this on replay. So the way I do this is I flux the metal. So I put on flux to keep it clean. So we do that. We set that down. Do I sound like I'm in a panic? Because I actually am. I have nothing inventoried for tomorrow night's sale. Nothing. And my consignor, he trusts me very much. And he said, I trust you. Don't worry about it. You'll get it done. And he knows I'll get it done. He knows. He knows I'll get it done. He knows he's in good hands. I have all night tonight to stay up until 3 in the morning. And I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to do this. I wanted to bring you into my studio. Thank you again for the super chats. Whoever gave me the super chats, again, thank you so much. Goes a long way on my channel. And someone did message and say, please hop back on because I want to support your channel and I want to give you a super chat. And I said, not a problem. Mandy is here. The other Mandy is here. Sherry is here. Crystal is here. Let me see who else joined in. Thank you all so much for being here. And to anyone new, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate the opportunity. So we're going to solder that down. And as a silversmith, this is just a delight. So I'm happy to show you what I do. And we'll get this kind of situated over here. And we're going to burn off a lot of that flux. And people are like, wow, you're aggressive with that torch. I'm like, I'm aggressive all the time. Where have you been for 2 years? That's how I've gotten to where I'm at in life. And some people say, well, you shouldn't be aggressive. And I said, well, you shouldn't be so lazy. So, all right, here we go. We are going to get this ready. Let's burn that off of there. So let's burn that off of our pick over here, our little heat pick over here. And thanks again for tuning in. We'll get the solder pallions down now that we got that glassy finish. We'll get our solder pallions put in. Thank you so much again for tuning in tonight. It's a very special occurrence. I'll take you a little bit closer in just a minute. Let me drop in my solder pallions, and then I'll bring my light source over to keep full transparency for you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And usually we don't add the solder while it's still hot, but I'm impatient, okay? So let me bring my light source over so you can see a little bit better. Un momento, por favor. I just went to Spain or Mexico. Hold on. Let me move this over here. Let me move my light source over here. It's like a balancing act. You should see this studio. And another thing is, my studio has really been neglected because I've just been so busy. I'll be honest with you. The studio doesn't make me money because it makes me joyful. The studio is a sacred space for me, and people have said, well, if you made your work, it would sell extremely well. And I said to myself, there's a point where I kind of don't want to make it a job. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of don't want to make it a job. Let me situate this because this is going to piss me off. Hold on. I'm going to get mad on film. You guys want me to get mad in the studio? It's not going to happen. I'll get mad outside the studio tomorrow. I'll be honest. I think I'm at the stage of grief with my dad that I think I'm at the anger stage. The other day I was with my friend Linda and I threw like a fit out of nowhere. It was not good. It was not a good look. I had to apologize to her yesterday for my actions. And she said, honey, I didn't even think anything of it. I just know that you're grieving. And that's a true friend. You know, that's a true friend. Some people have claimed to be my friend. And then I, wake up the next day and I'm like, wow, they never really cared, did they? But it's okay. Some people are not at a point in their life when they can understand, when someone's grieving. I just really appreciated Linda understanding that my temper tantrum, like breaking a table in half, wasn't geared towards her, or she just had to witness it, and I felt very very bad. I was not proud of myself, and anyways, so enough about that. Life lessons with Jason in the studio. So let's see here. Hold on, guys. Give a thumbs up. LOL. That's a true friend. Yeah, Lisa, I am. I thank you for being here, Lisa Ross. I know that like it's a lot to ask, but I appreciate you being here and watching us have some fun in the studio. Yeah, it was not a good look for me. I was very embarrassed by my actions, and I regretted it. Okay, we're gonna get ready to flow the solder. Let me move this closer to all of you, so I don't leave you out of the festivities. Can you all see that? Okay, ish. I mean, ish. Is that okay if I leave it there? So we're gonna flow that solder now. We're gonna heat up underneath, and people can do this different ways. Different silversmiths do different things. I've been doing it 30 years, so this is the way I roll. So we're going to get this solder to flow. Hold on, guys. And the solder is flowed. The solder is down and done. Let's make sure that we have no gaps. Yep. The solder is down and done. Did you see it flash? And then the solder's like, I'll just run all the way around that edge. Let me quench that so I can touch this. Okay, let's see here. Give me a minute, guys. Let me take a look at the chat. Let me make sure that we're good. I've been a friend, 6 years. I've been your friend for 6 years. I'll always be there for you. It's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask, but it's a lot to ask from all of you to stick with me. Terry, I appreciate you taking me when I was broken too, because I was very broken, and I was bitter and still angry, and you all are fantastic people to me, and I just want to say I'm indebted to all of you, and I think that's why I wanted to share this sacred space tonight and let you see what I do. So there's the solder seam on that one, and that's going to be the star garnet. And you saw it took Cindy and I 2.5 hours to do what I just did in 10 minutes. So that one's down and done, and that one's going to be for this one. That one's going to be for the star garnet. So see where I'm going to set the star garnet down in there. So that's the crown bezel, silversmithing 101. So there's the crown for there. Oh, Pamela Blanchard. Hi, my sweet angel. Can everyone say hi to Pamela Blanchard real quick? Pamela, thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm just doing some silversmithing, some basic bezels, and a little bit more advanced bezels. So I did this one, and there is that little gap in there between the stone and the bezel, but it's all going to work out okay. It's all going to be all right when we go to solder this together. And you know what? I think I might shrink that down one step. See, I don't like the gap there. I'm going to resolder this one with all of you real quick. So let's pop the stone out, and let's cut the bezel here. Let's cut it on the seam. We'll take out about probably like gosh, I don't even know, 1/2 millimeter. I don't know how that all works. I'm not good with numbers. I just go, I don't know. I'm just going to do it Jason's way. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Pamela Blanchard is my friend. If you don't know her or are not subscribed to her on YouTube, shame on you. She is my true friend, and she is awesome. And I'll say we did a very small fundraiser for her. Very small fundraiser for her. And some people would say it was a little much, but no, we did what we could for our dear friend Pamela. So there, I adjusted it. I cut out that much just so you can see the very fine silver that you have to cut out of these pieces to then get the bezel smaller. So I hope that made sense. And then we're going to reconnect this seam. So I had to make this. I was in a little bit of a panic. So I'm glad I took my time. So now we're going to slip this bezel back on there. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Oh, it's going to be perfect. This is going to be an epic bezel. I feel it. I am at home in this studio. I don't know if you can all tell, but this is my magic place. This is the place where I feel at home. This is the place where I feel accepted. This is where I feel love. This is where I feel true creativity. So there, I got it back together. So I lined the bezel back up. It's not exactly perfect, but boy, it's going to be perfect as soon as I get done with it. So you leave a little bit of tension in there, And that angle, all right, I'll sand it down. Yeah. All right, I'll sand it down. I want to be there too. Sherry, you are. You're right sitting next to me. Sherry, you've been so epic too. Um, Sherry, you've been really, really epic. And I just want to say thanks to all you. It truly means a lot. Now I'm in front of 35,000 people, real people that I've worked for tirelessly for 2 years. And I just feel very, very blessed. I feel absolutely blessed. So you're right here next to me in the studio. You're sitting right next to me in my extremely dirty basement with my extremely dirty hands. And thank you for no judgment tonight. I just really appreciate you all for being here. You guys are great. You ladies are really, really fantastic people. And I just got to say thank you so, so much again. And to those that sent me the super chat, it means a great deal because then it gives me great joy to be able to hand that away to people like Pamela that need it. I don't know. I don't want to say anymore. I'll just say that when you do something for someone, you don't always have to say that you do it. You just do it, and you don't have to say that you do it. You don't have to say that you don't have to say that you've helped. You just help when you can. You don't have to quantify everything you do. And I think it's very strange when people have to never mind. I'll leave that alone. All right, here we go. There we go. And let's see, I can be slightly more Buddhist than Roman Catholic. Oh, the Roman Catholic part of me is like the fighter part. And I don't know where that solder pallion went. Did it just disappear on me? I think it did. I think it went into. Can I tell you guys about a vortex I found when I was a kid? Should we talk about really weird things tonight too? Because I found a vortex when I was a kid. Something. Never mind. It's gonna be that'll be a whole nother day. Oh look, it went on the outside. Look, the solder pallion. Well, you can't see it, but the solder pallion went on the outside of the bezel because I wasn't paying attention. All right, hold on. We're gonna heat this up, and we're gonna get this over here. And then we're going to solder that closed after I took out. But do you see the little adjustment that... Okay, and then let me show you. So do you see where I put the solder pallion? Did you see where I put that, right on that? Well, hold on. It's right here. It's right there. So let's heat this little friend up. And here. Look, did you see the solder flow? Did you see that magic that just happened? So I got that. Uh-oh, it's stuck down. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me loosen it up. Let me get this over here. So never panic, just heat it back up. So the flux will make it stick to the soldering pad. And then look at this after I quenched it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at the magic that just happened. And that didn't move at all because it was going to be nice to me. It said, you fixed me. And look at that solder joint. Oh, good job, Jason. High five, buddy. So let's sand that, or let's file that little edge down right there. And yeah, it went down on the seam by itself. Yeah, when you I don't want to say, but when you've been at it 30 years, it's like metal knows what you want it to do in a way. All right, so now look how snug that bezel is. So I'm so glad I adjusted it. Give me a minute to tap it around. Hold on, let me get my little, and again, I use this for my hammer. I just use that, and I just gently tap that down around. And that kind of levels out the bezel, if you will. So it kind of, I don't know how to explain it, kind of stretches the bezel. It makes it easier for the stone to get down into it once you solder that down to a flat sheet. So let's see here. Careful, you might hurt yourself. I don't know. Are you new here? Is everyone okay in the chat? DJ Watts. Oh, thank you so much, DJ. Magic. Careful, you might file yourself. No, it's okay, E. Wilson. And what would you file it under? Oh, you're funny. Oh, filing joke. I got you. Thank you for the joke. E. Wilson, are you new here? Hi, Twilight Rose. Welcome in, my friend. Haven't seen you for a little while. 62 people. If you'd stay with me, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm not here by myself in the studio space. Do you see why I don't put solder seams at the points? Because those are the most tense. I always bypass it and go on a long side. Do you see why I don't put the solder seams here, here, or here? Do you see why? Do you see why that? Oh yeah, this is very cheap too. This is apatite. It's blue apatite, and it was very inexpensive. And Cindy, when she picked out her stones, she looked at me for help, and I said, honey, here's the thing about it. Gemstones have to speak to you. They have to resonate with you. They have to have your vibe, your mojo, and your energy. And I know it's not, people go, it's woo woo. Well, if that's woo woo for you, don't put that on somebody else. Don't tell somebody else how to live or how to receive their energy. That's not your job. I hit the thumbs up. Hope everyone. Bonnie Zimlich is here. Hi, my buddy. Hi, sweet friend. Hello, warrior. Can everyone put the word warrior in the chat for Bonnie? Please put the word warrior in the chat. Bonnie is friends with Mo Magic and Lori J. Lori J was at Jeremy's earlier. And Bonnie Zimlich is she is epic. It is appetite. Thank you for saying warrior. Pamela, you would love her. DJ, you would love her. You all would love her. Toy Carnett is here. There's Rick Patterson. Rick, I showed something earlier, as you might know, in the feed, one of those epic things I'm working on. You know what, Bonnie? This stone is beautiful. It was only $4. And Cindy picked out, I'll show you. So she wanted blue apatite. She wanted star garnet. And these are the bezels I'm working on. I bezel set this one earlier. It's like a blue ruby, or I'm sorry, pink ruby zocyte. Pink ruby zocyte. But look at the thumbprint on that. In that kind of, I don't know how to describe it. The crystalline structure is gorgeous. So we did that one. And Cindy wants the extra metal left there. And then Cindy helped me set this one. This is her amethyst in a crown bezel. And then we have one more, which is the carnelian, which almost got left out of the fun earlier. But look at the carnelian. So these 5 stones are going to be soldered down to this cuff bracelet. So I'm going to finish the bezels tonight, and then we're going to solder this down to this cuff tomorrow. And we have an order in which they're going to go. So we have an order of where the stones are going to go on here. Cindy, she really surprised me. And I'll tell you the truth now that she's gone. I didn't want to say, but I didn't have as much time as she needed today, but I just ignored my schedule and I said, honey, however long it takes you, I'm okay. She's asked me to make her something over the last 10 years. And I'm going to tell you all a big secret. I have decided that after my dad passed, I had time to reflect on living and feeling and life and truth. And my dad was no nonsense. He was Army. He was kind. He was very smart. He was very talented. He was no nonsense. And my dad would want me to be happy. And my happiest place is right here in this studio, creating beautiful things. I'm absolutely done with drama and bullshit. I'm done with fake views and fake subscribers and fake people and fake resellers and jealous people. I'm just done. I've decided to not let it bother me anymore. And it's in a space like this that I'm able to reset. It's in a space like this that I belong. And it's with all of you that come in to watch. So I just want to say a special shout out and thank you to the 55 courageous people that have decided to take a chance on me as an artist. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So we're going to solder this one down now that we got that situated. And this one's already soldered down. So we're done with that. So now we're down to 2 that need to be soldered down. This one and the carnelian. And I need to adjust this one a little bit more. And I so appreciate you all for joining in. If you need to know the soldering process, these are pallions. And I cut these myself out of wire. I use all medium solder. I covered this earlier. A lot of silversmiths will use hard, medium, and easy solder. And I choose to use all medium because I like to bend the rules. And people would say, well, then you resolder when you use medium to solder this seam, and then you solder this down to a flat sheet, you re-solder this. This flows again. You're exactly right, it does. But as an advanced metalsmith over 30 years, I know to stay away from that seam. So that's all. I just do it different. That's all. I just do things differently. All right, let's get into some activity of the torch and getting this blue apatite soldered down to a flat sheet. So just give me a moment to adjust the bezel. You know how I like to monkey with the bezels. I need a shirt that says, "Let me monkey with your bezel." So I hope you all are enjoying your day. You're easy to solder. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tommy. I don't know if that's like a bad joke or if that's like, if you're cruising to be blocked, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you for maybe your humor. I don't know. Tommy, I don't know if you're friend or foe, but I guess I'll just laugh it off. So I guess Laugh it off. Oh, who cares? You're welcome here. Just don't be a total douchebag. Let's see here. Hold on. Oh, Sweet Skulls. There, Sweet Skulls. We're allowed to show you. We're allowed to show you. Yeah, Tommy. I don't know. I mean, if that's if that's a slam, I'll know in a minute because someone's gonna say, bounce him out of here. And I'm gonna say, Tommy, you were welcome until you verbally accosted me. All right, here we go. So check it out. That's gonna snap in really cool. Here we go. So check this out. So and I am easy, by the way. So if you thought that that was going to be a slam, come on, give me a break. Come on. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sherry, Sherry puts up with she puts up with no shit, I'll tell you. Sherry is epic because she's one of my guardians now, like Pistachio is. So if you mess with me, you have to go through Sherry first. It's not going to go well. I'll promise you that much. It's not going to go well. I can tell you right now. And Sherry's beautiful and she's powerful too. So I don't think I would do it if I were you. I think I'd probably see my way out of the door right now. So she said she got it from me. You probably did. Rebecca Peters, thank you. Yeah. You know what I said? Never mind. Well, I'll say it. I'm like Chanel cologne. I come on strong. I'm expensive, but I'm worth it. So I'm sure I'll never get a sponsorship from Chanel. I agree. No bots, no a-holes. Yeah, it's like just no. Oh, Sherry, but you had it, hon. You had it. I'm fidgeting with this for a reason. All right, here we go. We're gonna get onto the soldering pad. Here we go. And again, I so appreciate you joining in. You love my content. I recently found you about 3 months ago. Something. I think I love the knowledge and your laughter. Oh, thank you so much. A lot of people don't. There's a lot of people out there that really think I'm a jerk, and I'm like, you know what, I am. I never said I wasn't. That's for sure. They play like they're not. There's other channels out there that play like Namaste, Welcome Matt, Glitter, and Rainbow and Unicorns, and it's like, oh, behind the scenes, it's like a flaming pile of shit. But I'll say when I've been wrong, and I'll say, oh, that was really terrible, and I regret that. But there's not very many that do. All right, here we go. We're gonna see if this works on this. See, it's not gonna work on that. I don't think. I think we're a little close to the edge. Yeah, but boy, the metalsmith in me wants to chance it. No, we're a little close to the edge on that. I don't think that's gonna work. Do you guys know I haven't eaten anything since 3 o'clock? So I'm gonna get really hangry. It's not gonna go well in a little while. I'm just fair warning you, because I'm gonna get hangry. Not gonna be good. Trust me, I love sassy. Do it. Well, but I don't think it's gonna work on that. Amy H, I don't think. Oh, thank you, Sweet Skulls. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just fake. When you go to the channel, never mind. And they go, ha 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 ha. That one? There's one that, everything is, yeah. It's not that funny. It's really not. All right, I said I wasn't going to go there. Oh, look, there's a little star cut out of this one. There's a little star cut out of that one. Amy, I think it's a little close, honey. Honey, I think it's a little close. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to come on, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to fake laugh the whole time I'm on. Can I do that instead? Is that okay? So is that all right that I do a star cutout of the back of that one? Do you think Cindy would go crazy? Oh, Thelma's here. I got to clean up my act. Thelma's here. Sorry, Thelma. I'll clean up my act. I know how you don't like me to be ridiculous. Can I use this one instead? Thelma, thanks for watching, honey. I'm just silversmithing. It's where I belong. This is my place. This is my place. She put stop. Did she really? I think she did. She put stop. All right, I will. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my act. All right, I take it back, Thelma, even though I don't. But Thelma's epic. Oh boy, Thelma, you're just. I just think the planet of you, and I just really appreciate your friendship. You've been very kind to me when I've been a jerk, and just really appreciate you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're just epic. And if you all don't know Thelma, you're living under a rock. She's epic. And I have to be honest, too. I should not have more subscribers than Thelma. Thelma should have, and it's not about subs. I'm not going to talk about that all night. But Thelma should have way more subscribers than I. Do you all know Thelma? Do you all know Thelma Thrift? Do you know her? She's like the best. She's like the greatest of the greats. Just the greatest of the greats, and she has a selling channel now, and you should all familiarize yourself with it. Thelma, can you put your thingy in? Put your thingy. Can you put your selling channel in the chat, please, so I don't have to grab it? Can you do that? Oh, you sub to her. I watch when you can. Thelma is awesome. Bonnie, Thelma is awesome. Thelma's like, I, when I say I love someone, I mean it. And then, I said I love someone and then that changed. But I don't think I'm going to ever fall out of love with Thelma. I think if Thelma even didn't like me, I'd still have a problem with loving her. I don't know. I would just love her. And I'm just sanding this down, guys. Sorry, off camera, I'm sanding that down. And then I'll show you the other bezels I've constructed. Can't believe we only have 52 people. It's like people have like said, I'm just done watching him. I'm just done. He's difficult to watch. Well, not according to my numbers, I'm not. All right, so, oh, thank you for the hearts up the side, who's ever sending them. Y'all are so well behaved tonight. I didn't have any problems. And even that one person I thought was a troll, I don't think they are. It's easy to find, no need to link it. Okay, all right. Well, I just love you. Yeah, so it's Thelma, and you already know her. It's Thelma Thrift. I did a live chat with her, and I want her to come on my channel again, but I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want people to be upset with her because she likes me. I don't want people to be mean to her. And I surrendered some friendships with some other people because I said, don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble by liking me. I'm good on my own, but we can like each other privately. But Thelma has balls of steel. She has grace. She has grace. She has kindness. She's intelligent. And dear God, she's beautiful. Did you see her face? I mean, look at her face, Look at her face and look at her eyes more than her face. Nope, don't do it, Jason. Stay positive. All right, we're in the studio. I love you, Thelma. So, nope, you're right. So look at this. So we've got this now filed down on this paper. So here we go, scratchy scratch. This is wet dry sandpaper. So that's what I use. And I guess I should do it on camera for all of you. So you can see, I'm sorry. Someone said earlier, they're like, can you show us everything? And I said, well, I did in college and I made a lot of money. Oh my God, did I say that? Did I mean that? Yeah, I did. So, well, there's a long story about, well, only 6 months of my life. But, never mind. So, check this out. So, scratchy scratch, and then you could do figure 8, but you have to hold the bezel. I know, DJ Watts, it's not good. The title of my book, no, never mind. I have an autobiography coming out. Do you guys want to know the title? So, why do I say the things I say? I'm going to do ASMR from now on. I'm not going to say anything from now on. Starting now. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna break. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Okay. I can't see. I'm crying. Oh, yes, I just rinsed after hold on. Yep, I rinsed after sanding, yes, and yeah, because you can't you can't, solder. Sorry, Jason, I didn't mean to sound rude. I was trying to make it funny. Where are you? Tommy, it's okay. Oh, Tommy, were you the one earlier? Were you the one earlier? Oh, don't no, 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 Tommy, don't apologize. I didn't block you. No, I didn't block you. You're fine. You're welcome here. All right, so there we go. Now, we're gonna solder that down. I'm not gonna monkey with it anymore. Oh, that's okay. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, sir. Don't worry. No, thank you for the apology. No, I kind of took it wrong, and Sherry didn't attack you, so you're good. But if Sherry attacks you, just know that you're not probably welcome here. But yeah, Sherry's no, she's okay. She said no, it's okay, Tommy. We love you. So, all right. Oh, you love the ASMR? You hate ASMR. So, okay, here we go. Let's get over to the solder pad. Let's take the apatite out. And you're fine. Thank you for apologizing. Bonnie, thank you for being here. Bonnie, I saw you last night, you know where. And I saw my Lori J. And I called Lori J yesterday. I don't call very many people on the phone. Just don't do it. But I love Lori J, and I owed her a phone call for a multitude of reasons, and I think the planet of her. I don't think she's here right now, but I think the planet of her. I don't like ASMR. No, I find it to be the most annoying thing on the planet. When you hear the packing tape, like when people no, when people do the unboxings and they have the packing tape noise, I want to punch them. I really do. It's very unsettling to me, like excessive noise, which I'm excessive noise, so I don't like myself. I just don't like excessive noise, but I have excessive noise 24 hours a day with me. So, oh, really, Bonnie? Okay. I didn't know because like I waited for a while because like, you know, you have to give people their space. And grieving's a nasty thing. And I didn't know if I gave her enough time. So I don't think she's here. I don't think I gave her enough time. Oh, yeah, no, styrofoam. Jason's giggles the very best. Oh, thanks so much. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you staying with me. All right, we're gonna solder this down, and I didn't know it was gonna take me 12 hours to do that. Let me grab a flat sheet that I want to use. Let's go. Oh, wait, I have the star one. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I was distracted. And then I do raise this up. Now that I have that soldered down or sanded down, I'm gonna solder that in place. And let's do a tripod. Let's do a little tripod. And we raise it up off the heat sink because I said earlier the heat sink is a real thing. And I pierced that out from a long time ago. This was a scrap of another project. And I didn't like the star because it wasn't like perfect. And now in my work, I'm not going for perfect. I said, you know, I'm at a point in my life at 52 years old. How much longer am I going to live? And do I really need all of my things to be perfect? No, I don't. I don't need things to be perfect. There's zen in so many things. I just dipped that in flux and then now I dropped it down on there. So there's a whole layer of flux on that one. And like I said earlier, if you don't like me, go flux yourself. All right, here we go. We're gonna solder that one down, and there's a little gap here, but that's gonna probably fill in. We'll see how the metal reacts. We'll see the warpage. We'll see yes, a warrior, 100%. A beautiful warrior nonetheless. I think she's just epic. I'm very, very proud of some people right now. It takes courage to speak out. It takes courage to stand up. It takes courage to do some things, and I'm very, 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 very proud of some people. And I hope maybe one of the major ones, um, Double L, as I like to call her, I hope she finds out that I love her and that I speak very, very, very highly of her, even in her absence. And she didn't know about me for a long time. And I don't want to cloud the studio with like weirdness about things tonight, but there is no weirdness there. There's just this like delightful staunchness. And I think of her, I've thought of her as a friend from like for a long time now, and she reminds me of a lot of my friends in high school that were kind of like misunderstood, and they were like the quote the like burnouts, you know, they were like the like, you know, rockers and the burnouts and the this and the that, and very much so picked on. But they were my allies, and they stood up for me. And there was one specifically, Angela Powell was her name, and I'll never forget her. And then I had a Cherish Miller. Her name was Cherish, and her last name was Miller. And I don't know whatever happened to her, but she was like a, I don't know what to say. She was like a, Lori J is here. Whoops. Lori J, I was just talking about you. I hope that's okay. Can you all say Lori J and tell her that you love her? I got a chance to talk with her last night, and I get a little bit emotional because it's like a thing. I don't know these people. I don't know any of you, but I feel like I've known you for a long time, and there's certain ones that I'm just very, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just a fondness there. And you know, there's I don't play favorites on my channel, but she's a favorite. And if you all could like pass along my affection for the double L, for the you know, Lisa. So and Lisa Ross, I love you too. So don't think you're my second favorite, Lisa, but you are tied for first place. And if there's any other Lisa out there watching that I don't know, I love you. So, oh, thank you for, see, look at that. I love you, Lori J. Oh, Lori J is here. See, look, I didn't know she was here. You're loved. You're absolutely loved by a lot of people. And I said, if someone comes for you, sweetheart, they're gonna have to go through me first. It's not gonna end well. That's not gonna end well at all. That's probably not a good thing. And that's not a threat, it's a promise. All right, so check this out. Let's light this up. You don't need any help because you have light on your side. Here we go with this torch, and we're gonna torch this little baby. Thank you, Pamela Blanchard, for your kindness, sweetheart. So if y'all aren't subscribed to Pamela Blanchard's, you really need to be. Pamela Blanchard is amazing. Oh no, Bonnie, I don't think so. I asked Lori about you. I did think you were like more like not prim and proper, but I thought you were like a refined lady. You know, like I couldn't say the big effer around you, you know? But I try not to be disrespectful to people I don't know, because you should watch what you say. You don't know who somebody is or what their beliefs are, or how they feel about certain things. And Bonnie, I did think of you as like you know, like I don't know, not prim and proper by any stretch, but like, you know, refined in a way. And here I am being like a total dick sometimes. Let's solder this. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. I'm coming back. Don't you worry. I have to spin it around though. And then people go, you're making me motion sick. And I go, well, this is studio time with Jason Adams, and I got to do what I got to do over here. All right, so we got the solder pallions lined up on the inside. And did you see how I scooted them all back? I wish I could get in on that a little bit closer. Let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. There we go. Now we're closer. So you see where I got the solder pallions all the way back? Wait, I got to review a message. Hold on. Drop that F-bomb. Oh, yeah, I do, but I try not to do it on here. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Hey, Rick Patterson, you would love Lori J too. Hey, Rick, can you tell them some secrets about me in the chat. Rick, tell them, let's see here. Tell them, no, I was going to say, tell them about me at my worst, but that might not go well. Hold on. Let me solder this, and then we'll go into some Jason stories. Hold on. Let's make sure that... All right, I got this... Oops, I'm off camera again. Hold on. I got the solder and pallions in alignment. Now watch it flow, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this bitch flow. Here we go. We're going to flow it. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Did you see it? Did you see the flow? Did you see the flow, yo? There's no gaps in the solder seam. Why? Because I've been at it 30 years. That's why there's no gaps in the solder seam. I quenched it. It's ready to grab. Check out that little star from behind. Yeah, we don't worry about the color. That's just fire scale. Oh, I got a little gap in my seam there. It did reflow. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can realign that. Hold on. Let me make sure that that stone will snap in there. Oh, it will. All right, we're going to reflow this. So we're going to go back in and we're going to touch up that solder seam right there because it did reflow, which is okay. It's not a problem. We can fix that. We're going to fix that little beep beep. Right now, let's make sure it snaps down in. And I might need to, it's going to snap down in there. Yep, we're going to reflow that solder seam. Give me 1 second. That little dirty bitch. So, all right, so let's do this. Let's pop that in. Hold on. And that's the thing is about being an industrious silversmith is you just fix it as you go. All right, here we go. It will pop down in there. So it's gonna pop down in. I don't want to set that now because it's gonna be hard to get it out of there. And then we will solder that again. Watch, we're just gonna go in and touch that up. Let me poke the stone out from behind. And a lot of times people say, why do they put a hole in the back of this? Is so you can get, like, if the stone gets stuck in there, you can punch that out of there. So you can totally punch that out. Boy, that's going to be beautiful. Oh, and it's like a little hidden gem on the back of that. Let me open this up a little bit. Hold on. This is going to be a tight bezel. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Merche. Welcome in. Can you all say hi to Merche? She's another one I think, like, when I don't see her, I think she hates me. I don't know why. I have a complex, but it's fine. I mean, I've had the complex for 52 years. So I always think, like, gosh, if I were these people, I wouldn't want to watch me. So thank you all for saying hello. I punched it down in there, and I am going to have to solder over that. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's get it out of there again. Oh, you love that? Okay, good. Oh, thank you so much for saying hello to Merche. Thank you, everyone. Let's pop that out of there. Hold on. We got to pop it out. But what I want to do too is make sure that I don't crack the stone because apatite can be soft. Let me grab another tool. Give me 1 moment. So let me pop it out. All right, there we go. Hit it at an angle. It comes right out. You never want to crack your stones. That's the one thing you don't want to do. And the tension on some stones can easily crack them right in half. I have cracked stones before. And you know what I might do? I might just cover up that solder seam with another decorative element. Let me take a look at what I want to do. I don't know if I really want to monkey with that too much. I think once I rock that bezel over, I think that that's going to close up really well on its own. I don't know if I want to run the risk. Let me think here for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna reflow solder on there. I don't like it. I don't like how far away that is. Give me 1 second. Let me close that down a little bit. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Let me take a closer look and see what we got going on. Let's see here. I could run another piece of metal on the inside. I'm going to take, oh, thanks for loving the star detail. Yeah, it just happened. It's just scrap from something else. All right, so we got that one soldered down. I'm not going to monkey with that right now. And then what I am going to do, hi, Pistachio. Welcome in, honey. I decided to hop back on. Pistachio, look how much I got accomplished. Pistachio was here earlier. Pistachio, look. A star to bezel here for the apatite. Pistachio, look. The crown amethyst is done, as you know from earlier. This one, star ruby zosite, is done. And look, Pistachio, I did the crown on the star garnet already. And I've only been on for 58 minutes. And look, I'm down to just one more. I got to solder the bezel onto flat sheet on this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to stay focused on making. Y'all chat with each other, and I'm going to stay focused on making. I'm going to stay laser focused. And then if you want to see some of the treats that I bought, some of the vintage treats that I bought at the consignment shop down in Canton today, please let me know. Because I'll go out to my car and I'll grab a box of vintage items. I bought the most gorgeous crystal and glazed vase. You know how I love my crystal and glazed vases. I bought the most gorgeous crystal and glazed vase today, and it was I need to sand that down a little bit more. I'm not liking that. I bought the most beautiful crystal and glazed vase. Oh, thank you so much, Pistachio. He got really busy. Yeah, I'm supposed to be measuring and sorting for tomorrow's sale, and you can see what I'm doing instead. Oh, my consigner, he knows. He knows how I am. He knows. He gets it. He's like, Jason, it doesn't matter. You know, you just make yourself happy. So thank you all for coming in. Pistachio, I talked about my thrift store ring, my Navajo ring that I got, a very early Navajo ring for $25. It was 50 half price at the Village Discount Outlet, 1920, 1930. Yes, please, and thank you. And then I'm gonna do dog fur underneath this rock crystal. I'm sorry, glass crystal. There we go, not rock crystal. I'm gonna do my dog's fur under this and make it into a ring. So I'm gonna make this into a bezel, and I'm gonna bezel set that into a ring. I don't know what happened. Someone got held for review. Let's see here. Bonjour. Hello. Oh, Nicola, you're allowed to say bonjour. Welcome in. I think they thought that you meant to say boner, but you said bonjour. I think you said bonjour. I hope you didn't say boner. Bonsoir. What does that mean? Does that mean bonjour? Yeah, you're allowed to say that. You're allowed to say that. You're allowed to say boner too if you want to. Sherry, I know. Why do you think I say the things I say on my channel? That's why I only have 65 people here. I have 35,000 subscribers, but I only have 65 people here. I feel like one of the channels that bought bots. Oh, so let's sand this down and get sand silver dust all over myself. Oh, thank you, Sam Flo, bro. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate ya. I know I'm not everyone's speed, you know, but I know I need some more bots in the chat. Can you? Good evening. That's what I thought. Bonjour. It means hello, or it means good evening. It means hello. Do you know some? Never mind. No, I'm gonna say it. Okay, some. Never mind. Do you want me to say? I'm gonna say it. Some. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Some appraiser out there, like, never mind. She said that pave meant small diamonds. Pave doesn't mean small diamonds. It means paved with diamonds. But she said it means small diamonds. I wanted to reach through the screen and choke her. I was like, oh, the things I could correct on YouTube. But I'm not here to correct everybody. I'm just here to correct the nerds. I'm just here to correct the nerds that are like mean to other people. Those are the ones I'm going to correct. I'm not going to correct everybody. B boop der. Oh, Lori J's a bot. She's an expensive bot though, because she's believable and she's cute. She cost me a lot of money. Lori J bot, she cost me a lot. Yeah, she did. She cost me a ton. So Lori J, see, I told you guys she's not real. B boop der. Oh, Lori J, thank you. See, that's why I want to hang out with Lori J. A whole bunch of sterling dust on my hands now, but I don't care. So if you are here for clean hands, you are at the wrong channel. Someone said they didn't like my nails and how dirty my hands were. And I said, I don't like your face. And they didn't have a face picture on, but I said, I don't like your face. And then someone said, well, you can't say that. And I said, I already did. I don't like their face. It's true. But it's true. Like, you can't come into my thing and go, I don't like your dirty hands. Well, we're tied. I don't like personality. But at least I can clean my hands. What are you going to do with your personality? Rearrange your DNA? Oh, so look at this. So I sanded that down with the file, and I feel much, much better about the fit on that. Do you like that? Oh, this is really cool. Oh yeah, thank you. Why, hello there. We hang and make in jewelry. It's true though. But yeah, I say I'm tied. I don't particularly like your face. Kimberly something. The one. Hi, Kimberly the one. I don't know if you're the Kimberly that I know, but if you're the Kimberly I know, hello. And if you're not, I want to know you because I think you're awesome. Lori J, I hope you're doing okay with the storms. Is everyone okay with the storms out there? We were supposed to get it today and we didn't. We were supposed to get it today and we didn't get nailed like we were supposed to. So I don't want to say anything about any sort of jokes because it's not funny. But I had a bad joke about getting nailed. I won't say it. Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, thank you for staying with us. 73 people finally. Okay, good. 84 thumbs up, and I made some chupa chups. They're chupa chups, which means super chat. Something not my dog. Good Lord, he's. Oh no, I know. Yeah, Bonnie. They kind of skirting something. Dirty hands are sign of working hands. Yes, and strong hands. It's been 6 years. I'm in Indy, and we did get nailed. Crystal, thank you for being a little bit of humor. I get very upset about people suffering with weather and with anything in life. I take it like on as my own, and I get very overly emotionally overwhelmed. A few nights ago, I woke up startled, and then I found out one of my friends was in kind of a bad place, and I just knew it, but I didn't know who it was. I knew that there was a problem, but I just didn't know who it was. And then I found out, and I was like, that makes sense. Yeah, I love chupa chats. They're not super chats, they're chupa chats is what. All right, we're gonna do this bezel now that we got 4 done, and then I'll get the excess off of this, and I will solder this closed. I'm gonna have to solder that close. That's bothering me. And then this is gonna get soldered down now. And then we'll kind of call it because I told Cindy I would wait for her, and you can see that I didn't wait for her. So I lied to one of my best friends. If anyone says, like, if you ever hear a rumor about me that I lie to people, it's true. I lie every day of my life. I'm just kidding. I lied to Cindy because I told her I'd wait for her, but I decided not to. I decided to just go forward. All right, we're gonna use this scrap because I said so. So we're gonna. Amy wanted me to squeeze that other one onto this one. I'm gonna squeeze the carnelian onto this scrap of silver. Look at that beautiful stone. Do y'all love that? Do y'all love that? I do. I absolutely. Josephine, there you are. You have great comebacks for nasty people. It's an art. Josephine, I got your message about consignment, and I missed your message earlier about consignment. The answer is yes, I will have consignment for you, but please just be patient with me, and I know you will be, but I owe you, Josephine, because you're epic, and you got like, you left me a message on my, let me go look, and this, no, see, I can't pull it up. You left me a message the other day that changed my whole week. You said something about not just being famous, but being infamous. Like whatever you said in your comment to me changed my whole week. You rearranged my DNA for me. And Josephine, I will take a consignment from you. So yes, I will. Just not right now because the consignment from Arizona is like 752 pounds of jewelry. And I have to stay focused on that consignment because when I take on, and I'll be honest with all of you, I never expected the content of that box. I never expected it to be like it is. But Josephine, the answer is yes, I will take a consignment from you. The answer is yes. So, wait, someone said Jason is awesome and being snarky. Yeah, no, it's true. There's Vintage Freak Show Go-Go. That's Margot. She has a new channel. So everyone, that's Margot. I felt guilty because like I think I got like that was like a weird night, and then I felt weird and guilty, and I felt like something happened, and it was me, and I felt guilty. And it was just strange. It wasn't a good feeling. That's Margot, Peep Show, or a Freak Show Go Go. So please go subscribe to her. Still not over that whole thing. I don't know. And then she called me and she told me, and we talked and stuff. But then I felt like there's this weirdness in the air. It's me. It's not you, Margot. It's just me. It's just me. It's not you. It's just me. It's me being overly sensitive, but Margot's great, and Brad is her man. And I'm gonna saw right now, guys. So Margot's epic and awesome. So please go subscribe. Please go subscribe. And she does sales. I think she does sales on Friday nights or something. Maybe is it Friday nights? Oh, there's two old guys. They tuned in. Hi, two old guys. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're just in the studio and we're going to be soldering here in just a minute. And I'll show you all the bezels I created so far. Thank you so much. All right, here. Let's get this filed down. And then we're going to call it because I'm going to wait for Cindy to come tomorrow. And then we're going to hop on live tomorrow to finish the cuff. So if you want to see this like finished up and stuff, you have to come back over tomorrow. Hi there. It looks like Chelsea came in. Thank you so much. It looks like Chelsea came in. I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to get this soldered together now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to get this bezel soldered down to this flat sheet. All right, so we're doing sterling silver bezels, and then this is going to fit in here. I think around 11 Eastern in the morning because I have my sale tomorrow night, and I need a nap, so I'm not going to be an absolute bitch. All right, no hurry. Still somewhat attracted. I gotta work on that. Yes, Josephine. So you take your time. I'm not in any sort of rush. Wait 1 second. We all need a little weirdness in the air sometimes. It makes us more observant and introspective. Usually at a time when we need. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. 100%. Yes, 100%. Absolutely. And then I felt like guilty because like I just felt guilty about the Margot thing. I just felt guilty and I felt weirded out and I took it personal and I got upset and she said it wasn't me. And then I felt like it was me. And then I took things, oh gosh, it's just a YouTube thing. If I knew all of you in real life, I don't think I'd be weirded out at all. But I just get weirded out because I just take it so personal. All right, there's that little bit of air in between the bezel and the flat sheet. That'll rectify itself. I'm not going to freak out about that. So I'm not going to worry about that. Well, naps are essential. When you hit 50, Naps become. Do you remember when we were a kid and we hate naps? Do you remember when we were a kid and we absolutely couldn't stand our naps? We just couldn't stand it. I should be drinking right now. I should be having like some sort of like not a beer, but maybe like I haven't drank in oh gosh, I don't know I'd have to ask Jeremy. He would remember. But I think it's been gosh, I don't know, two. Well, no, I drank the wine at that art opening. Do you guys remember when I was drinking the wine and it tastes like vinegar in a wooden shoe? And then someone had said you should just be grateful for the wine that they served. And I thought, well, you don't understand my humor. I'm not gonna apologize for my humor. It was hilarious. But I said it tasted like vinegar in a wooden shoe because it did. It tasted like summer's eve, you know? Oh God. Oh God, why did I say that? But it tasted like, never mind. I'll just stop now. All right, so I'm just gonna go ASMR because I'm gonna get myself into trouble. So I'm not gonna get a summer's eve. I'm not gonna get a summer's eve. What do they call that? Sponsorship. So I just ruined my channel. That's okay. It's all right. I'll rebound. Don't worry. All right, here we go. I don't know. Why did I say that? Oh God. I said, but it tasted like summer's eve. Well, it tasted like you could strip wallpaper with it. Like vinegar in a wooden shoe. Someone said, well, you should just be grateful for what they served. And I said, it was my fault. So when I went there, I called it and I said I had just brushed my teeth. So it's like drinking wine with like mint in your mouth tastes like orange juice with toothpaste, you know? It was my own fault. See what I'm saying? Like it was my own fault. Can I tell you guys another secret? All right, I'm gonna tell you another secret. I'm gonna change this topic so I don't get in trouble from Summer's Eve. But like, here's the thing. So this is truthful. So at my estate sale, this lady came in, and she's come to my sales for like a long time, and she got angry because my mom. Hold on, I'll tell you the story in a minute. She got angry because my mom was taking money in the kitchen to like get people like out of the line, and so the lady she like verbally accosted mother, which is not it's not a good start, okay? It's not a good start to come from my mother, right? Already I'm like, oh, she's gonna get her ass handed to her, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it all out. So I'm glad I didn't say anything. So she's like, oh God, I have to wait in this line. Oh, she's taking money in the kitchen. Oh, she's like freaking out, right? Like she's got somewhere to be, right? Bitch didn't have anywhere to be. You want to know why? She was like, I smelled her, and I hope to God she watches my channel. I smelled her from across the room. When I say she smelled like the floor of a bar, I'm giving her a lot more credit than she's due. I'm going to shut this off. Hold on. I'm giving her a lot more credit than she's due, right? I shouldn't be doing this in the studio, but it's hilarious. I'm going to tell you the truth. So she says to me, right? She says to me, she's like screams across the house. Like she's mad because my mom took $4 in exact change in the kitchen to get people out of the line that she's waiting in, but she's the next lady in line. So she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to wait in line and they're taking money in the kitchen. Why didn't I just go to the kitchen? And I'm like, first of all, bitch, because you're drunk. Second of all, you're belligerent. Almost got thrown out of my last sale, but I didn't do it because your husband was with you, and I didn't want to get in a fist fight with him because I would have knocked his ass for a loop. And fourth of all, you smell like the floor of a bar. You're wasted. So she was like literally a box of wine on toothpicks for legs. So imagine this. Imagine this lady going absolutely insane. She gets to the door. She's holding on to the door frame for dear life, and she says to Jake, my worker, I call him felony fingers because he has tattoos on his hands. It's a term of affection for him. He's like my brother. And so she gets to felony fingers at the door and she's holding onto the door frame for dear life, right? You know, the old guy, you see it on a charm bracelet. He's holding onto the light pole for dear life. She's holding onto the door frame and she's going, he needs a Valium. I've seen him in terrible moods, but he needs a Valium. And she's holding on to the door for support, right? The door's even trying to get away from her. The door frame is even like, get me away from this woman. She was a box of wine on toothpicks for legs. And that bitch, I thought, first of all, you verbally accosted my mother. That's the first strike. You diagnosed me that I need Valium and you're hanging onto the door frame. First of all, I don't take advice from a stranger. Second of all, you're not a psychologist. Third of all, bitch, you smell like a bathroom floor and you're wasted. And fourth of all, if you were the last person on the planet, I wouldn't take advice from you. I wouldn't do it. But she was holding onto the door for dear life, and I thought, dear Lord, I can't believe her. Okay, it's done. I got it all out. But yeah, she diagnosed me. And I thought, if you were a psychologist, I would not be on the planet. Oh no, I thought, no, girl, you have lost it. I mean, you have literally lost your shit. And I wanted to tell her how much I didn't like her. And then I just waited till she left and I made fun of her for the next 45 minutes. I trolled that bitch for an hour. Yeah, if she comes back to my sale the next time, she ain't in. I'll just be like, nope, nope. You were wasted at the last one. And she was wasted. I'm not kidding. She smelled so bad. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. And I thought, you're miserable, but don't make me miserable with you. I don't need your judgment. I didn't ask for your opinion. And yeah, I probably did need a Valium because I had to deal with people like her. Okay, the solder flowed. I don't know how it did because I was in a negative space there. See, I just totally chewed her ass up. And I thought, oh girl, you don't want to tell me I need a Valium. You don't want to go there. You don't want to tell me what I need. You know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you what you need. You need a clue, bitch. That's what you need. All right, so look at that. Did I just flow that solder seam? No, I did not. Look, that one stayed because I don't know how I pulled that one off, but look how nestled down that is. Is that a beautiful setting? Do you all love that? Do you think that that's epic and beautiful? If not, oh well. All right, so thank you for thinking it's funny. I don't know. I just was like over her. I just thought, no, not today, and maybe not tomorrow, and for sure not Sunday. There's no way. Barbara, thank you. It looks great. Thank you so much. Yeah, but I mean, never mind. If you have that much of a drinking problem, you shouldn't be judging other people and telling them, what they should do and anyways. All right, that's done. This is done. This is done. And now this is done. And I just need do you want me to take you over to the pickle pot and show you how we clean them up? And then I just have to remove the metal on those two. This is done. This is done. And Cindy wanted me to leave the extra metal around this one. And I said, all right, we'll oxidize it, but we're going to leave the extra metal around that one. And that's going to fit down in there so beautifully. I know, I'm super excited. Okay, and then we're going to figure out where these go on the bracelet. So we're going to figure out, and then we'll be back on tomorrow. So don't be sad, because I do need to go get the sale ready for tomorrow so that I don't show up at like 5 o'clock and say to Jeremy, hey, can you help me measure these rings really quick? And he'd say, what sale are those for? And I'd say, tonight. So no, she had her husband with her. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. She had her husband with her. I'm going to fix this solder seam. It's driving me nuts. So when I'm out looking for jewelry, I look closely at the workmanship. Yeah, you have to these days. You have to be very well versed. All right, I am going to solder that back together. I don't know. I'm going to fix that solder seam because that's going to bother me. I could close that up upon bezel setting the stone, but we're going to solder that closed. And I know why it happened. Do you see why I burned my fingers? It's still hot from the last solder. Look, and I touch it. Everyone's like, you don't burn your hands. I'm like, hands are so over it. My hands totally are already used to it. All right, we're gonna do that. I got ripped off bad on a estate sale on Sunday. Are you serious? What happened, hun? What happened? Do you guys know Velvet Vault? That's Mandy. You have to subscribe to her channel, please. There are how many people? 71 people, 93 thumb up. Thank you, bots in the chat. Bots in the chat. I appreciate y'all for being here, even though it's difficult to watch. All right, let's do this. Let's flux that, and we'll put a little flux there. I kind of don't want to flood it with solder, but I think I'm gonna. I think we're just gonna flood it with solder. Although I really don't want to. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that solder's closed. If that solder's closed, great. And if it doesn't, we'll find another way around it. Where did the solder go? Oh boy, oh boy. Where did my solder go? Why am I yelling? I don't know why I yell all the time. Is it because I want to sound authoritative? Don't answer that in the chat. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. I got to stay focused. All right, you tell Mandy what happened. I don't want to know. I mean, I do want to know, but I don't want to know. Oh no, hold on. I got to start up my torch. I'm going to torch while you do this. Oh, thank you so much. No, it is fun to yell. Just not people that I like. Boy, soldering this, I'm gonna need a Valium. Maybe the box of wine was right. Ah, it flowed, but we only covered half of it. I think I know what the problem is. Give me 1 second, everyone. Keep your pants on. Don't get them out of shape. I'm gonna patch that up real quick. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Let me find a little scrappy-do over here. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, let's flatten this one out, though. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna fill that in. I don't like it. I don't want to have to redo the bezel, though. Hold on. Okay, hold on, everyone. Jason to the rescue. I'm sorry I missed it. Okay, holding. Oh yeah, hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna put this little piece in there. I decided it's not gonna go well, so we're gonna be industrious. But don't do as I do, do as I say. Isn't that the way it goes? Don't do as I do. No, do as I do, not as I say. So, but don't do this because this is still hot and you should let it cool. And I'm too impatient. So I'm gonna solder. Hold on. I'm gonna solder that in. I'm gonna solder that in place to fill the gap. Give me 1 minute, everyone. Hold on, but it's gonna stick out a little bit. Hold on, everyone. Give me 1 second here. Let me figure this out. Give me 1 second. It's a little too tall, so just 1 second. Everyone keep your pants on. And I appreciate you joining in. I really do. I hope everyone knows how much I love you for being here. And then I'm going to show you another project I'm working on. I'm going to show you the peridot. And then if you want me to, I'll go out in the car and I'll get the thrift store finds from today. This is still really hot, so don't do as I do. I don't know. Is that the saying? Don't do as I do as I say? No. I don't know. I lost track of it. Where did my little metal piece go? Hold on. Do you guys see where that went? It went into the vortex. Hold on. All right, let me do this the right way. Hold on. I'm getting so distracted. Bye, Kimberly. See you. Be good. Thanks for tuning in. Well, oh wait, there it is. Wait. Where is that it? Oh, look. I found, is that it? No, that's not the metal piece. No, that's a piece of the board. I don't know where that metal piece went. I don't know where it went. Hold on. I lost that little metal piece. It's gone. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go, wait. I think I found it. It's stuck on my finger. No, it's not. Okay. Oh gosh, I should have not done this. I should have just called it for the night. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh, I don't know. All I know is I wouldn't watch me. That's all I know. I said to someone the other day, I said, I don't know why people continue to watch me. And they're like, I think they like the meltdowns, you know? I think they like at estate sales. Do you guys want to know what they say about me? I'll tell you what they say about me local. What they say about my sales is they come for the sale and they stay for the show. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll take it. But yeah, they say they come for the sale. They come for the sale, but they stay for the show. It's true. That's what they say about me in the business. Don't do as I do. Don't do as I do. Do as I tell you. Is that the way it goes? But I don't tell people what to do. Well, yeah, I do. I tell people what to do. But someone told me what to do like a year ago, and we see how that worked out. That didn't go so well, you know? And that's, never mind. Don't say it, Jason. Keep it positive. All right, here we go. Let's see here. I have moved on and smooth sailing. All right, here we go. Now I got this back together. Oh, I almost lost that one too. What's wrong with me tonight? All right, hold on, everyone. So this is the way you fix a bezel if you... Oh, you son of a... Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me? Hold on, everyone. Just relax. All right, here we go. So I got it, and it has flux on it now. So that's our little silver hunk we need. So look how small it is. All right. So here we go. We're going to get this onto this, and then the solder that is already there, that's the extra solder, is going to flow and keep that in place, okay? So here we go. We got this down here. All right, we're just gonna let it sit there for a minute because it's just gonna bobble around anyway. So let's kind of hold it there while the flux takes over and the flux burns off. So we built a little bridge here. So we're going to move our little bridge into place over here. And you know, there's been so many times in my life when bezels didn't go well. And I said, I can fix that. And you all know I do restorations on old pieces as well. So I just do it Jason's way. And let's position this. I'm not going to look at the chat for just a couple seconds here because we're getting awfully hot, awfully quick. Give me 1 minute, please, and thank you. And we'll solder that right there. And we'll let that bridge the gap at an angle because we can. That solder flowed. And now the gap should be closed on the outside. And presto changeo, did you notice any gap there now? No, you didn't. So, no, you didn't. You don't see a gap there anymore. Nope, you most certainly don't. Nope, boom, soldered shut, done. And on the inside, I can file that down on the inside. That's not going to be in the way, but what I can do is I'll finish that up, but I hope that that was okay. So it's very hot, by the way. Yes, you can feel the temperature. So I'll have to go in there and get that out of there a little bit to make room for that stone to be bezel set. But that's going to snap down in there, and then there will be no gap. So did you see how I did that? I even said it in my show the other night. Yes, please, and thank you. It's true. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Shells, for being amazed by that. You make suggestions. Thank you. Yes, so that'll snap down in there, and it will be absolutely epic. Yeah, I'm not going to fidget. So there you go. So we've got that bezel done. I'll cut this out off camera because I don't want to bore you. And then there we go. So now we have all of our bezels done. I guess that's it. I'm going to get off camera and I'm going to, oh, let me go out to the car. Do you all want to see the thrift treasures? Do you want to see the thrift treasures at all? So there's all your bezels. And that was 1 hour and 26. Should have taken me no more than 45 minutes. But I got chatty again and I got super chats. So that's awesome. All right, I'm going to go. You want to see the, okay, let me go out to the car and I'll grab those few pieces that I bought. I think you're going to go nuts. Let me get back over to my bench too. Although that's a prettier view. We'll let you sit there for a minute, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out to the car, and we're gonna do thrift treasures. I'm gonna take the tablet with me just in case like a troll comes in. So I need to be on troll alert. There's so many trolls out there. Sad, 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 sad that people have to be so just gross, grosser than gross. Do you guys remember the grosser than gross jokes? Oh, all right. Let's see if I loved them, by the way. Let's see here. I did love them when I was a kid. I shouldn't say that, but they were funny. All right, 15 seconds on my phone. 15 seconds left. So I'm going to charge up while I run to the car. I'll be right back. Don't move a muscle. Yes, my table's now dirty. I have to clean my table up too. That's like gross. I have to clean my table up. So dirty. I collect dirt. It's fine. At least somebody has to. And then, so these are your cabs. And I forget the order. I think that goes there. That goes there. I'll get all these cleaned up tonight. And I should go though, like soon, because I have to get that sale ready. It's going to take me a few hours. All right, let me take my thing with it. Hold on. Let me take my thing with, oh, I just swiped out of my live. Oh, there's Jason Adams. 99 thumbs up. Anyone that's coming in, if you can hit the thumbs up, that'd be excellent. I'd really appreciate it. All right, I'm going to take you won't hear me, but just play nice with each other and I'll be right back. Okay? I'm going to take my tablet with me. I'll be right back. And if you hear my alarm go off, it's just my house alarm. Just ignore it. It's fine. Because I think I might set my alarm off. Ooh, here, let me show you this too. You can stare at this peridot. This is the peridot that I'm working on for commission. And I made the bezel already. So let's let you get you something pretty to look at. There's a peridot, and I made the bezel for it already. But all right, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna get the stuff out of the car real quick. I bought really epic jewelry. Is everyone still here? Did we lose anyone? Oh, look, we gained people without me talking. All right, I won't say a word. All right. Can I get some more thumbs up? I feel greedy asking for thumbs up, but I want them. All right, hold on. I'm going to move you all up a little bit for a reason. We're going to go a little bit taller. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, let's scoot these. Are you ready to see what I got at the thrift? Let me clean my hands. So my hands are really, really, really dirty. Oh, boy. That's tough to watch. Whew, dirty hands. Ugh. All right, are you ready? Here we go. So, are you prepared? Now, I'm going to show you, I guess, you know what? Let's just unbox all of it. Let's just do it. Here, it's not that much. So, in here are, I don't know, rings or something? I don't know. And then there's rings in here. Can I show you my favorite 2 small things that I bought first? Is that okay? Here's some ASMR, some unwrapping for all of you. This is epic. This is epic. Now, I think Japanese, and this is like amazing because you know how I love my art and I love like antiques. Let me zoom out. So let me zoom out for all of you. You know how I love my antiques and I love period pieces and I love turn of the century. Look at this for Satsuma. These are completely hand painted. These are completely hand painted and they have like this thing on here for the price thing. And I'm like, that's just ridiculous. Let's get that off of there. Hold on. I'm going to throw that in the trash where it belongs. All right, hold on. And so check this out. Look at the Satsuma of those little gold dots painted all over this. And look at the fineness of the gold metallic. And again, the fineness of this hand painting here. Now, I know, we're studio time, but do you understand how long this porcelain tray is? And then the best part is it's totally artisan signed in blue underglaze. And I don't know how to read it, so I don't know if I have it in the right direction or not. But if someone out there knows Japanese, please let me know. In my heart of hearts, this is totally Japanese because it is Satsuma ware. At first, I thought it was Chinese, and then I go, no, no, no. For Satsuma, it is absolutely, it's turn of the last century. And it's a dresser tray, and it's fantastic. Hi, Alicia, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. So I just thought that this was epic. And this is like a deep kind of magenta, and I just really love the detail of these butterflies. So that was an epic pickup. It was only $19. So from what I know, what I could get for it as a dresser tray in fine porcelain, turn of the last century, 1900. I mean, it's like 95, 125, and that's full tilt retail. Unless I find out that it's a very famous artist. And then that will elevate the price. But look how beautifully hand-painted they are. And every little gold dot is hand-painted. So for Satsuma, every little gold dot, do you see how little they are? Every tiny little gold dot. And look at the detail of the butterfly wings. Very epic, very beautiful. All right, enough of that. So that is awesome. And then onto this, let's do the... Okay, are you ready for my favorite thing that I bought? This is my favorite thing that I bought. And then I really do probably need to go because, oh shit, it's already 10 something. You know, I love crystal and glazed vases. So unfortunately, let's zoom out a little bit more. Oh, it's not letting me zoom out anymore. Okay, there we go. Look at this for crystal and glazed vase. Now, there is tape up here. So the same dealer. So let me see if I can get this tape off of there. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that off of there because that's going to drive me nuts. Oh, God, why did they packing tape? Some people... I just don't understand. Why would you packing tape the top of this thing? For what? You don't need to packing tape this thing. Unbelievable. And they have that wire thing on there. How annoying is this? Oh, I'm just mad. Ugh. I don't deal well with the little things in life. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, hold on. Yeah, right? I'm just wondering something. I don't know. Oh, Satsuma is the little gold dots. I'm sorry, I didn't see the question. Satsuma ware has little gold dots. That's the way you can tell Satsuma amongst other Asian decorative arts. Sorry, I missed the question. Where'd I put that other little thing? Oh, God, I don't understand people. All right, here we go. It's called a sticker. Use it. All right, here we go. This is epic. So, crystal and glazed vase, turquoise color, but look at the formation of the crystals in that microcrystalline glaze. It is a bottle form vase that's very large. It is Chinese, absolutely Chinese. And don't these look like frost on a window or ginkgo leaves? It looks very organic, and I love the crackle finish and the rest of that. And yes, it's got a yellow sheen to it because my light off, oh, that almost fell over. My light off camera has like a yellow sheen to it. Let me grab that with this towel because I always burn my hand on this light. There we go. And it's got like a very, I don't even know what to say. I find this to be one of the most refreshing pieces that I've seen in a long time. MC, I know, you need a Valium. I know, right? Yeah, I would need a Valium too. But check this out and look at the crystals at the top, and it's a bottle form. But I need to get all the stickiness off the neck of this now because what a mess that is. But check those crystals out. For a crystalline glaze vase, I said absolutely yes. This was $13. For this, if you look it up online, these range between like 175, 295 for the Chinese versions. I have a very large collection of Campbell art pottery, porcelain glaze, but this one's for sure Chinese. Absolutely. I think that's exceptional. I absolutely love this. So, you know, I'm known for jewelry, but I've done decorative arts for, well, just as long. And now let's get into the items of jewelry that I chose. So there's this one. I don't know why they packed them in this, but that's okay. There's that one, and there's this one. So this one has, yes, and thank you. Look at the green turquoise and red coral. This one is very cool for Native American. It was slightly more than I wanted to pay, but I did get 15% off. But look at that for green turquoise. Look how elliptical. You saw me make my bezels tonight. Do you know how difficult it is to make a bezel that narrow? I think that's why people are really starting to tune into our sales because they understand that I know craft. I know construction. I don't just claim to know it. That's what I've done for now since 1997, since I graduated college. But check that out, and very elliptical. I think very, very special. I said yes to that one. So that was an easy yes. And then I want to show you, I have 4 more pieces in that box. So stay tuned. This one, I don't know. Hopefully I didn't leave tags on these, but if I did, it's okay. Oh, yes. And this one, this is very early for Native American. This is Navajo, but check this out. These are old files that were turned into stamps. This is not a commercial stamp here. Have you ever seen that stamp before, anyone? Have you ever seen that one before on a Navajo bracelet? Have you seen that one before? I'm going to say no, you haven't, because I hadn't. Raindrops that are flattened down, and look at that small bezel-shaped bezel set turquoise. Very good color. And check out the oxidation on this. All original oxidation. This is a heck of a great bracelet. It is ingot forged. It is very thick sterling silver. And I couldn't walk away. I tried so hard not to buy it because I have so much stuff to sell, and I just couldn't pass this one up. For Navajo, very interesting, very early, and it was a yes. Didn't care the price. I've seen ones like that sell for now at least $300, and that's what I've seen from that age. This one, I don't know what that is, but hold on. Oh, yes. Check this out. Does anyone know what this stone is? I know what you're going to guess. I know what everyone's going to guess out there because it's what I thought at first, but it's not what I first thought. Does anyone know what that stone is? Any guesses on this stone? Now, this is either stainless steel or titanium. It's some sort of very hard metal. Do you know what that stone is? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yep, Mandy. Bing. Bingo, bango. Black diamond. That is a black diamond. And I do need to get that cleaned because it's got a big fingerprint on it now. But that's a black diamond. Yes. Yes, it is. Yep, it's a black diamond. At least 1 carat, if not more. So I looked, and it's definitely black diamond. I thought it was spinel at first. Nope. Nope. So black diamond on that one. I said, okay, I'm in. That's perfect. I like it. And let's do this one. Let's check this out. Ready for this one? And this was a no-brainer too. Does anyone know what this is? Now you've got to watch my channel for a long time to know what this one is. And I'll forgive all of you because I know you're going to say Larimar. I know that's going to be the guess. You're going to say Larimar. No. Do you know what this is? Nope. See, everyone's going to say Larimar. I knew it. So you've had to have watched me for a very long time. I talked about this stone a few times. Herkimer? No. Larimar? No. It's okay. No. I need some guesses. Hold on. Lori J. Bonnie, that's what I thought. Are you ready? Are you ready? Anyone ready for this one? So, any other guesses? Oops, hold on. Any other guesses? Blue topaz, sapphire, sapphire. I will show you a sapphire bracelet that looks similar. So this is Dr. Amori stone. Yep, Bonnie Zimlich, you're right. It's very special. This is Dr. Amori stone. It's also known as Victoria stone. So it is I think it's 6 or 7 minerals that are like melted together. And whatchamacallit, right, Nick James? Hi, Nick James, how are you? Can everyone welcome Nick into the chat? He's an epic dude. He's awesome. I love men that aren't afraid of me. And Nick has embraced me for a long time. So it is Amori stone. It's by Dr. Amori, but it's also called Victoria stone. It's 6 or 7 minerals that are like cooked together into a buhl and then faceted or cabochoned and cut apart. I have a very large collection of Amori stone. I have a very large collection. It comes in this blue, it comes in a lime green, it comes in a frosty purple, it comes in kind of a reddish color, and it comes in like a yellowish color, a gray, and a white. Amori stone, correct. Dr. Amori. Dr. Amori. And you can look this up as Amori stone or Victoria stone, whatever you prefer to call it. But the most epic part of this one is this is completely hand fabricated by an artist. And as soon as I saw this one, the lady said to me, "Boy, I wonder what stone that is." And I didn't have the heart to tell her. I wanted to, but I didn't. But that's Dr. Amori stone. And it's got that kind of really epic flash. This one's going to be for sale. I just think it is all natural minerals, but it's man constructed. Dr. Amori, I believe he's Japanese. He was the one that came up with that. And the recipe died with him. The recipe is no longer because it died with Dr. Amori. Anyone late here? We made bezels tonight. We're going to finish the cuff bracelet tomorrow at noon. Cindy's not going to believe that I did all the bezels, and we're ready to set them. So this is the box. This is 4 pieces. I don't know how they wrap these up. Oh, this one's for me. So this one is for me, and then the rest is for sale. I didn't put this in inventory because I want to keep this. So this was $40. It was not a splurge at all. This is epic. Look, it's a Bakelite heart on lucite. Late 1950s. So that is red Bakelite riveted to clear lucite that's reverse carved. I do not have this brooch in my collection. I have hundreds and hundreds of Bakelite brooches in my collection. I've spent upwards to over $300,000 on plastic. It's not bragging, it's just telling you the truth. This is $40. I couldn't get the money out fast enough. This is epic. And look at the little screws holding that together. You can just see the age on this. Sweetheart jewelry, military, absolutely wonderful. And I just love this. So this is a keep. This is an absolute keep. It's not for sale. Not for even, if someone offered me $250, I might think about it. I might think about selling it, but it's so big, it's so lush. I absolutely love it. I don't have this one in my collection. I've never seen this one in person, so that was an epic buy. I got 15% off on that. And then this. This was where I started, and I said to Cindy, I said, "Is that pale blue?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Are you sure?" So I got my loop out, and I noticed some inclusions and some feathers in this corner. Do you all know what this is out there in the chat? Do you all know what this is? You should know what this is watching my channel. Very pale blue. It's a very large one is all I'm going to tell you. Hi, Jacqueline's Treasures. How are you, sweetheart? Do I collect V? Yes, I do, Crystal. I collect victory jewelry. Yes, I do. I collect a lot of patriotic jewelry, too. Red, white, and blue. I collect military jewelry and army pieces and sweetheart jewelry. Does anyone have a guess on this one? Yes, bingo. You guys got it already. I know, big surprise. Crystal, yes, it's a giant aquamarine. And that is in sterling silver. And this is an aquamarine. It is a genuine. They had this way mispriced. This is where I started the journey today. Let me put it on a black background. And let me show you that minty light blue flash. And boy, is it a big one. Carat-wise on this aqua, it's magnificent. but this is an aquamarine in sterling silver. It is beautiful, and this will come to Bully Run, absolutely. But on, it's exceptional. It's a very large stone. Very, very pale blue. But I had Cindy look at it and I said, "Is that leaning blue to you?" And she said, "Absolutely, yes." And I said, "Oh," I literally said, "Oh, son of a bitch, it's an aqua." Now, you could say, well, it could be crazy like, okay, yeah, okay, sure. It's not. When you see the feather angular needle-like inclusions, it's aquamarine. And the only way I know is from experience of 30 years. But I don't use Presidium. I don't use any gem tester, but it is a very pale blue. And you can see that there are lines over here, and there's a feather. Let's see if I can find it. There's a slight feather in the stone, and that's a strong indicator of aqua. Let's see if I can find it. It's on this side. I think it's on this side right by one of the prongs. But there are some needle-like inclusions right there. You see that little shadow of the needle-like inclusions? That is aquamarine through and through. If I put it on a black finger, like a black stand, you would see the blue much, much more saturated. But it's a knockout of a stone. That was very, very, thank you, Sherry. No, no, there's no way I'd have a Presidium. And unfortunately, I had to get involved in a conversation at the gem show about Presidiums. It didn't go well. The lady was not impressed with me, and that was okay. I didn't care. Let's see here. So we'll put that in there, and then two more. This one is awesome, and I don't like these crunchy bags, so there's some ASMR for all of you. So if you want some ASMR, here you go. Are you here for it? Are you here for excessive noises? I am an excessive noise, so I should be called ASMR. My internet keeps going up. Oh, Bonnie, I love ya. Sorry we're losing you. I'm almost done. And then this is amethyst and beautiful. I loved it. Loved everything about it. The color saturation is fabulous and needs to be cleaned. But for sterling silver, I like the heft of this. So that was chosen out of the trays. There were about 300 and some rings. And this is where I got that champagne diamond. Can I go get that ring and show you my champagne diamond that I bought from this dealer? And she's a jewelry dealer and a friend of mine. She's very cool, and I love her very much. But these are the pieces that I chose. And then this is amethyst. And I love the dramatic mounting. And this was only, I think this was $65. I can't buy that amethyst for $65. It's not going to happen. And that throne style mounting. And look how wide that band is. I mean, you all saw me just metalsmithing. Can you imagine how epic that would be to make that? It's a knockout of a stone. So that's amethyst and really cool. So that's a partial unboxing. Can I go get my ring? All right, I'll be right back. I'll go get my ring. Wait one sec. I'll be right back, and I'll show you the ring that I got from her. And I'll show you a diamond that fluoresces a very unusual color. Let's do it. Let's do this. And then I gotta go. I hate to go, but I have to. Oh, I have to go at some point. I don't want to, but I have to. Here we go. This is very, very cool. And it's very, very cool. And then I'm going to show you this one. And then I'll show you this one. And then I'm going to go for the night because I'm fading quick. Where did I put my one ring? Hold on. I'll be right there. Don't go anywhere. Oh, shoot. Where's that one? Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Here, I'm going to show you a couple. Oh, shoot. And then I wanted to show you something that I decided to keep. But I can't show you things I decided to keep. Because that's not fair. Could you guys hear me? Could you all hear me or not? I am ASMR. I'm walking ASMR. I just left. I just totally left. This is my rose cut diamond ring in terrible lighting. That's my rose cut diamond ring in terrible, terrible lighting. Here, let me show you with my light on. All right, hold on. And this is my aquamarine. I had this out. I have to put it back in safety deposit tomorrow. And this is a small ring that I made. It's a tiny little baby ring. It's really small. I wanted to blend it in. And then this is my diamond, but I'll save this for a minute. So we'll look at that in a second. So here's my aqua. It has to go back in a safety deposit, but that's gem grade aqua. It's 68 carats in platinum, 18 karat gold. But it's a knockout, but that has to go back in safety deposit. So if you're thinking of breaking into my home, you won't get that. So, but you'll have 357 reasons not to. That's not funny. And then there's this one is diamonds, and these are amazing. These are amazing diamonds. It's in India. This ring years and years and years ago cost me, it was like $7,500, and I just didn't care because I needed it in my life. So I said to myself, I didn't care. It's all diamonds. It's in India. It's a lotus, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. I don't know. I just think it's fantastic. I love it. And where did I put my other one? Here. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, and this is my quartz. It's my tiny little quartz ring, and I always used to wear it on this hand, and I don't know if it fits anymore. Yeah, it will if I cram it on there, but I used to wear it on this finger. It's smoky quartz. My friend Doug Gano made this stone for me, and he was a fascinating man, even though he wasn't always a man. He was married legally to a man, and he was also legally married to a woman. So Doug was an unusual person, and he was married to both a man and a woman at different points in his life. He was a professional boxer at a point, and then she slash he was a gem cutter, and he cut the stone, and then I mounted the stone in sterling silver. He was an amazing man. Yeah, I made this one. Yeah, he was amazing. So, Doug Gano he was very talented, and I loved him very, very much. He was a fascinating person, and that was before pronouns. Before everyone ruined everything with pronouns, he was like he was a person, and he was a life and a light, and he was an amazing man. A very, very talented silversmith as well. He had me make a ring for him, a turquoise ring, and he was a fantastic, fantastic stone cutter. So that's aquamarine, and that's one of my best. Now we're on to this one, and then I'm going to call it because I'm exhausted and I need to go to bed. I'm starting to circle the drain. So this one I bought for $60, and I did a YouTube short on this, and it got a lot of activity. I think this short got, I don't know, 80,000 views, 100,000 views. I don't know. But this one is a champagne diamond, and this is European cut, so it's a high crown angle and a small table. So let's talk about the stone here. Let me get my little pointer. Boy, are my hands dirty. Oh, I'm going to hear about that in this video. They're going to leave me nasty comments. The trolls will come in and say your hands are always dirty. I don't care. So European cut, small table, high crown angle, deep pavilion. It's a very gorgeous champagne diamond. It's a fancy colored champagne diamond, and it is in 14 karat yellow gold. I love the open work in the mounting. This is antique. This is not for sale. I decided at the last minute that when I bought this ring and it fit, I said, it's a keep. This is going to be a keep for a long time. Now, let me show you it with the light on. And let's take a look with the light on. There we go. Champagne diamond, absolutely gorgeous. Really great stone. Now, I paid $60 for this. And I mean, potentially, if I sold it, I would want like 22 to 2400. And that's very reasonable for a diamond that size and that color. It might even be more like 3,000, 4,000. Who's counting at that point? It doesn't matter. Let me shut the light off and let me show you what it does. I'm gonna do this. It was $60, and I was at the right place at the right time. Let me shut this light off. Give me 1 second here. Let me shut this light off. I'll shut this light off. Let me shut the other light off on the other side, and then I'll show you how this diamond performs in UV lighting. Let me move this chair out of the way. And thank you all so much again for tuning in tonight. I hope you've had an epic night. I hope you've had fun. I hope you liked the feed earlier on Bully Run. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the pieces like the one that I got at the thrift store, the Navajo ring for all of $25. Unbelievable find. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me block out the light over here. And then we're going to call it, and you can go forth with peace and kindness until I see you tomorrow night. Look at the UV reaction with that diamond. Look at the UV reaction. Yes. And it's very strange because usually they'll UV a bright blue. This is more of a UV of almost like a lime green. There's something very reactive with this diamond, a very unusual reaction to UV lighting. And it's just got such personality. And that little black spot is carbon. So that is a natural carbon spot in the stone. You most certainly don't want to see that, but look at that. And then when we go back to natural lighting, look at what it does. It absolutely is a stunning natural diamond and gypsy set nonetheless. And you're allowed to say gypsy setting because that's what it is. Look at the way that stone, its UV is just so strong. So, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Lori J. Thank you so much for saying that, honey. Lori J. I'd love to do more lives in the studio, but it's kind of like I've said before. It's like my sacred space, like my Zen space, and I kind of like keeping electronic equipment out of my space that I create in. Let me bring you back over to the bench real quick. Let me unplug real quick. I'm going to move you back over to the bench, and I'm going to show you the Navajo bracelet I'm working on. I'll take you back over to the bench. Let's zoom in, and I'm going to show you one more restoration I'm working on. These are all clasps off of Navajo necklaces. A lot of people say, do you have pieces and parts for squash blossoms? Yes, I do. I'm restringing a squash blossom right off camera. This is a very early, quote, Fred Harvey turquoise Navajo cuff. And I told you it's missing this little scroll. So I am unsetting this stone. I peeled back the bezel. I'm going to unset the stone, make the scroll, and then I'm going to repair where that has been broken because people adjusted this over the years. So I keep telling people, please don't pull on your cuffs. Once you put them on, leave them on, and don't pull. Don't, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Don't monkey with them. You're going to break them. And then it's going to take a very talented silversmith like myself to fix them. I just say, please don't do that. Oh, Amanda, thank you so much for saying you're in love. I learned a bunch. It's so interesting. Why do jewelers say fluorescence is bad? Pistachio, everyone has an opinion because everyone has an asshole as well. And I love diamonds that fluoresce. There are people that years and years and years ago, 20 years ago, I heard in the business, rose cut diamonds, they're terrible. Mine cut diamonds, they're terrible. Their proportions are bad. They're this, they're that. There are so many diamonds that are antique that are stunningly gorgeous and 10 times better than any contemporary stone, but that's my opinion. So there are terribly cut diamonds, absolutely, but then there are early cut diamonds that are fabulous. And in my personal humble opinion, I've seen European cut diamonds that are 10 times better than a modern brilliant cut stone. Absolutely. So that's like a thing of like jewelers will say that they don't like to see fluorescence in a diamond. I love to see that. So you sound like me laughing myself. Amanda, thank you so much. I just say what it is. That's all. I just say what it is. They all have their own opinion. And then someone said, well, some things are this and some things are that. And I'm like, don't steal somebody else's joy. If someone likes a diamond that fluoresces, it's fine, but they say they don't like to see fluorescence. I love seeing fluorescence in diamonds. So I don't know why they say that, Pistachio. I don't know why they say that. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Yeah, it's just my opinion. But look at this for an aqua. Do you think this is like the most beautiful stone you've ever seen in your entire life? Because I just fell in love with this. I saw it out at Hartfield Flea Market. This was owned by Larry Krasberg. And Larry was a long time jewelry dealer, and he was just amazing. And when I saw this stone, I said, "Oh, Larry, I'm buying that." And he laughed and he said, "Yeah, no." You know what I mean? Jane, I don't know what watcher means. Watcher what? Watch what, honey? Oh, thank you. People will be people. It's true. Watch my what? Jane, say it. Watch my what? Because I don't watch much. So maybe, Jane, you need to watch your something too. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, at the flea market. Yeah, that was at Hartville. That was at Hartville many, many years ago. So, but I got to get that back in a safety deposit. It's epic. Can you imagine how big the crystal had to be of an aquamarine crystal to be that large? Retail replacement on that would be between, I don't know, between 10 and 12,000, more than likely. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. What a nightmare said. What a nightmare said. All your stuff makes me drool. You have great taste. I love the green tones. Yes, pistachio, but it is heated. So this one is heat treated. So they try to get all the green out. But that is definitely heat treated. It looks very blue topaz. So oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Dr. Amori stone is I have many other pieces of it, and I showed this one earlier too. This is Hyperstein. Jeremy bought me this one for Christmas, and he bought me this to mount this and then to sell it, but I'm mounting it and I'm keeping it. I'm not selling this one. Someone offered me quite a bit for it, and I said, nope, nope, that's going to be a Jason ring for sure. I would love to mount this down because I want to see this. And everyone said, why do you make everything a ring? So I can enjoy it too. Is that okay with everybody? Because they say, why do you make everything a ring? Well, so that I can see it and I can enjoy it. If it's a pendant, I can't see it all the time. I can only see it part of the time. So that's why I want to see what I have. So, all right, we're going to call it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the super chats. It's been a long day. I need another 3 hours. Obsessive compulsive, making parts for my flowers, making parts for my sterling silver flowers. So I only have 400 more to go. But these are wires that I bead up, hand beading. Hyperstein, yeah, I don't know how to spell it, but you almost got it. It's Stene. So it's like hyperstein or hyperthene, whatever they say. But I say hyperstein because I'm from Ohio. I'm in a cornfield. All right. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, and I'll be back on my channel tomorrow at like 11 or 12 Eastern Standard to finish the cuff bracelet with Cindy. So, yeah, I'm going to go get some rest. I love you all so much. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your time and your attention. You've all been so great. Lori J, Mandy, Grace, Pistachio, Amanda, Cindy Hazard. I didn't know you were here. Lisa from earlier. Jacqueline's Treasures. I absolutely love you. Ida, thank you. MC, thank you. Davey, oh, love from Australia. Thank you so much. Sherry, thank you for being here. I truly love you. Mandy, thank you again for stopping in. Thelma, thank you for being here earlier. Please go over and subscribe to Thelma Thrift, epic friend. And thank you also so much for your time and your attention. I'll be bringing on other resellers in the next, hopefully, month. So we're going to get back to bringing on some other resellers. Twilight Rose, thank you so much for watching. Good night, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in, and thanks for your time. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.